I done came across another interesting vid. Talking about being black and fit. Now, let me show y'all my credentials real quick. Feel me? Credentials. I'm lean. I'm lean. Been trying to build up chest. Feel me? I'm lean though. Bicep, forearm vein, bicep vein. Feel me? Come on. I ain't into all that bodybuilder junk. I works out. I'm into fitness junk. Feel me? Been into sports my whole life. So I know a thing or two about fitness. And I came across a video of a guy saying that being black and fit is rare. Now, in my experience, I've met many fit black people, specifically men folk, though. I will be honest. It's a lot of men folk. I won't criticize, black women folk on my camera, this and that. Feel me? Mixed company. I don't know the race of my audience too well at the moment. It's not big enough for me to tell. So I won't, criticize or speak about, the women folk in my community. But I have seen quite a few fit, in shape black men.
To talk. There's something that I noticed that I really want to share about us, and I know it's going to trigger some of us, but I want us to use this as a discussion. Being black and fit is rare. The chances that you are healthy and in shape if you are black or brown, especially in America, dramatically goes down compared to our white counterparts.
I would say that is kind of true, pretty true, actually. The food that we eat in like black and brown communities isn't like the healthiest foods that could be being eaten. As well as, we don't do a ton of physical activity either at the same time. My bad, guys. I was changing my light color. I should have did this before my video started. Please forgive me. Anyway, we don't do a ton of physical activity, and we do not, partake in a lot of, good foods to be eating.
If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, we're going to watch a few videos and discuss this.
When fit black people go out, whether you're a man or a woman, when you're in shape and you go out to a large gathering where there's other black people, whether that's a bar, concert, some type of social gathering.
I would also like to say this isn't a black issue. I go out all the time where I live at. You go to Walmart right now, you're going to see a ton of unfit, fat white people as well. This isn't like a thing exclusive to black people, even though I get it, we are, discussing black people at the moment. For those white people who, are probably in the back believing that, they're superb and supreme, absolutely not. There is many fat white people. As a matter of fact, if half of America, or if almost half of America is obese and white people make up most of the American population, guess what? That means a lot of you guys are fat asses too.
Sporting event, even a family reunion. The margin from a physical standpoint of how much you're in shape compared to everybody else is astronomically large. It is massive. It is massive. So when you hear people like myself, some other black creators or something, come on these social media platforms and talk about how the urge to see more black people in the gym is high, you notice it big time, the discrepancy when you're at these large social gatherings. Now, I get it. That can apply to any ethnic group. That can apply to anybody. I understand that. But right. We're specifically talking about black people because we know for a fact we are extremely out of shape. A lot of us. A lot of our favorite celebrities that we follow, a lot of them aren't in shape. Some of the artists that we follow aren't in shape. Actors, actresses, some of them are not in shape. A lot of our family members are not in shape. A lot of us that do work out, we're the only ones that's in shape. Hell, a lot of us that work out are the only ones that are in shape in our friend group.
I'm the only... Actually, I can think of one other person. I am the only person I know in my family, at least, that does work out, and I can think of one other person who also works out. Everyone else doesn't work out. I'm the only person in my family that I know of that does work out.
Are the only
So
ones
this
that are
is
shaping our
like
friend
something I
group.
relate to.
And a lot of times we find a lot of our friends, our new friends rather, in the gym. And sometimes they just so happen to be black. If they're black, thank God. So it's just like, it's weird. Not even weird. It's actually sad to know that almost how rare just being fit is, and how rare being black and fit is. Because you just look at that margin, that margin. You got fit is like here, and then not fit is way the fuck over. It's like it's a big gap. It's a big gap.
Babe, don't tell me you can't get on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes every single day for 2 times a week and you a black woman. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me you can't get on the incline and walk up that hoe at minimum for 20 minutes 3 times a week with your hands over it, not holding on to no rails like you fighting for your life. You don't tell me you can't do that and you can go to Grass Walls and brunch and oversaturate wings. You can go to lemon pepper institutions, but you can't go to no gym institution. Don't tell me that, because you won't get me tight, because you should be looking like a black superhero. God has blessed you with unlimited gains.
That's a fact. I will say that, bro. You know, my people, when my people is in shape, we genuinely look like, you feel me, Super Saiyan, dude. We really look, you know, different. Like bodybuilders, they put on some kind of stuff to make themselves look brown, to make their muscles pop. Bro, we got that naturally. We naturally look insane when we're in shape, bro. That's definitely a fact, bro. Like, we got, like, feel me, black and brown people, bro. We got like them. When we in shape, bro, it looks insane. It looks insane, unreal. It look like super Saiyans, bro. You look like freaking Avengers pulling up to the function, bro.
Pretty much. All you gotta do is lock in. And it's simple. Stop eating lobster mac and cheese. I know there's lobster in it. Seafood doesn't automatically qualify for it to be healthy. Stop it. It got butter and cheese in it. You're getting fat. And I say that with love. So you can live longer and you can show up for your children. You can be present and be your best self. So here's what I'm gonna need you to do today if you are on this list. Get in the gym and set that incline to 15. Hands clasped on your head like a prisoner. And you walk up that joint like there's gold at the top of that mountain. Come back here when you need to keep hearing this. Like, save, share, do whatever you need to do. I'm not trying to get nothing off this. I just want you to be your best self. With love, bye.
I think they made some really good and understated points. A lot of times when you're fit and black, or just a minority in general, you will be the only fit person in your family and in your friend group. And before people start going in the comments saying, but Sincere, there's a huge inequality. There's huge wealth disparities. There's huge wealth disparities. We don't have access to good foods. Yeah, those play a part, but how much of it is just mindset? I'm gonna say something extreme and say, if you're watching this video, I can bet my life you are a human being. As human beings, we are very social creatures. The way I speak, what comes out my mouth, the way I think, the way I move through my life is all influenced by people around me and what I have learned. With that being said, a lot of the times with minorities specifically, the prioritization on what they focus on or what they're mentally occupied in is not usually aligned to what is the most ideal or what is the most healthy. If I grew up in a household eating greasy, nasty, carby foods all my life, all of my family members are big boned. I don't know anybody in my life that has been disciplined enough to work out consistently or just put in the work. So naturally, I may shrug my shoulders and go, why do I have to? Or I'll get to it eventually. And I think this gap is shrinking as we get more educated as a culture. But I think there's still such a huge gap. And I wish we prioritize our health and our fitness more than we actually do. And I really love the point he made when he said, like, black women's genetics are top tier. Like, if you have the time to go to these buffets, these restaurants, get the saturated rings, get all that, you also can have the time to spend 30 to 40 minutes going to the gym and locking in. You will be surprised how much little you have to do to get substantial results.
I'm telling you, bro, that's a fact, man. Like, like I said, feel me? I've been working out. I started working out, or taking it for real, like freshman year of high school. I'm not trying to be the biggest guy. Personally, I don't really have any interest in like being like super big or like anything like that. But still though, I look good. You know what I'm saying? I look better than like most people already. Just at the freaking size I'm at. And I don't even like work out that often or that hard. Because like I said, I don't want to be that big. I just like a nice casual, feel me, athletic, good, solid look. So like you don't gotta like really get rid of most of your day to work out. You feel me? And I know a lot of women folk think that they'll start looking manly and get super big. That is very likely not going to happen. As a matter of fact, it's never going to happen unless you choose to be that big and like super muscular.
And we normalize black women being into health and fitness, like for real, for real. Not for the aesthetic, not for a big booty, not for thick thighs, but for literally our health and wellness. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of videos about black women's health and fitness getting out of hand. And I'm not gonna hold you. They not lying. We not really in the gym like the other ones. And it's like we sacrifice our health to go lay on the table for a BBL or to get some type of work done when all we have to do is do the work in the kitchen, take 30 minutes, 40 minutes out of our day to go to the gym to do a workout. And I know that life be life, and even for like single moms, people with 2 jobs, taking care of sick parents, I know life can happen. But God literally only gave you one body, and it's yours. It's your responsibility. Your mental health is your responsibility.
And you don't have to go to the gym. I don't go to the gym. I really don't like the gym personally. I don't like it in there. But I don't even go to the gym. I got a 50-pound kettlebell, 2 20-pound hand weights in my own body. That's enough. You really don't need all that much. You can go outside, go for a 30-minute to an hour-long walk, be good. You can, go for a run, whatever. You can do the jump pretty much for free. You don't have to go to the gym. You feel me? Like, because sometimes, people start, you're talking about going to the gym, all of a sudden, well, I got to pay money for that. I got to do this and that. I got to go to the gym. Bro, you can do the jump at home for free. You can do body weight exercises. You can go for walks. You can go for runs. And, if you want to tack on some weight, you can go buy, a few weights here and there. You feel me? The ones that you need. And you'll be good, bro. You get in like super good shape. Like it don't take that much to, be in good shape. You feel me?
Physical health is your responsibility. Your emotional health is your responsibility. You have to prioritize yourself. And it's heartbreaking because so many issues can be solved with you taking 30 to 45 minutes out of your day to go for a walk, to do a high intensity workout, to do something that puts you first. Like I've really seen it firsthand. Right. People coming off blood pressure pills, people not having to take insulin shots anymore, all because they implemented health and fitness into their lifestyle. So like this isn't meant to body shame anybody or to make you feel guilty about where you are. It's simply just to encourage and motivate you to get up and take control of you. I have a lot of issues in my body that I don't even talk about on here, but working out and eating healthy has helped me deal with some of the emotional and physical pain that I deal with on a daily basis. So I really want us to stop taking offense to what's being said and actually listen to the underlying message. We deserve a better quality of life, and that starts with you giving that to yourself.
It just dawned on me how negative people in the black community can be towards people that are fit. Like people that just overall want to live a healthier life. Like in their minds, they feel like you think that you better than them. But what the thing is, you are better than them because you taking care of yourself and you eating healthy food. Like they wholeheartedly had us thinking that Angela Bassett was masculine, she was a man, like on so many different levels. I remember growing up as a child, I used to hear the way people in the black community would rip her apart, like saying how she was too mad.
What? I never heard that. I never knew that. People thought that. Wow, that's wild.
masculine, it was unattractive, she got too many muscles. Don't nobody want to deal with nothing like that. But like it would always be from undesirable looking motherfuckers that would just talk about somebody that was fit, and it just didn't make no sense to me. That woman beautiful as fuck, and she's still beautiful because she been taking care of herself. And everybody that spoke on that woman raggedy as fuck right now. Like I remember hearing a lot of negative shit about that woman when I was a child. That's crazy.
If I had to condense
And she gonna live long. She gonna live a long life.
what they said into a sentence, it's black people could be ignorant as even when talking about the concept of fitness and health with black people or just minorities in general. A lot of times for women specifically, it goes back to the idea of having a big butt or having thighs or having voluptuous shapes, but it's never, the root of it is never about health and wellness. It's about an aesthetic, it's about a look, it's about achieving some type of desirability. And I think this is mirrored perfectly in the Angela Bassett message she made. Growing up, even me, I've heard that, oh, she looks manly, she looks too strong, she needs to get rid of those muscles, it's ugly, it's unattractive. That is not an uncommon thing. I've heard that literally in my childhood. And while
I believe it, I definitely don't not believe that no one has. I've just never heard it before.
all those comments may seem so harmless, it may just seem like opinion based. There are many people that refuse to work out because they have that mindset of, I don't want to look too strong, so why would I even pick up a weight? While they're going to die early of diabetes, heart disease, all types of complications for their health while they're obese, but they're not going to lift the weight because they don't want to look strong. And I think this is why coddling needs to stop with us. If you've been around recently, there's been a push where if you have anything negative to say about the black community or about minorities or about any group of people, you're either labeled racist or ignorant, or they'll just simply say like, you need to stay out of black people's business or you need to stay out of black women's business. But
Well, if you aren't black, it's not really your place to speak on whether we are healthy or unhealthy people. If you are not black, these are not your people. And also you have to keep in mind as well that black people are sensitive to anti-blackness and racism, rightfully so. So definitely, like, I understand, feel me? I get the defensiveness of black people when it comes down to like people speaking about them. Because, just throughout history and just even in modern times, it's a lot of, ish being thrown at black people for just being, black people. And, I definitely get that.
maybe we need to start hearing it from each other because everybody can't be wrong.
Black people as a whole, we are behind when it comes to fitness and health. I'm tired of going to these grocery stores. Every time I look at
Americans are behind.
a white person or an Arab person's cart, all you see is spinach, salad mix, tomatoes, healthy things, fruits, everything's fresh from the produce section. If you look inside of a black grocery shopping cart, you're gonna see Eggos, you're gonna see Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you're gonna see the Jimmy Dean's, sausage, egg, and cheese croissants. You're gonna see nothing but food that's completely unhealthy for you. I'm talking about like completely unhealthy for you, like Doritos, chips.
I would disagree. And I'll tell you why I disagree in a moment. Hold on, watch how I cook this junk right here. Watch how I cook this nigga.
This girl showed us
Let's
her
go.
grocery haul from 3 different stores. She came across the craziest bill.
Grocery haul is a 37-year-old full-time working mom of 3 boys who also moved her parents in with her. We got these here, these donuts. We got a 10-pound bag of sugar. Got 1 blue bag of Doritos. We got 1 purple bag of Doritos. We got some caffeine-free Coke. We got 2 boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And we got 30 of these pizzas, tower of pizzas. We got some Oreos. We just got 1 bag of fries today. We have like 3 or 4 bags left from last time, so.
Come on.
We got some bananas, some chicken nuggets, mozzarella sticks. I got 3
Come on.
strikes, but I
Straight process. Come on. Walk with me. Come on. It's not a black issue. This is a American issue. I get we're talking about black people, but the way that they're talking makes it seem like this is exclusively a problem with black people, and it is not. It is false. And we gotta, change how we're talking because this isn't true that this is just a black issue. The way that they're talking about it, the way that they're framing it.
Cheetos, Puffs, And I'm walking around looking at the older people in our race, and they're mostly overweight. They all got beer bellies. Everyone can't even walk at the age of 60. But you look at these other races, they're 90 years old and they're still at the grocery store by themselves.
Anyway, we're starting to get into, starting to sound a little, you feel me, to me. Look, man, like I said, this isn't in black issue. This is an American issue, to be honest. I see many Asian people buying BS. I see many Mexican people buying BS. We're not going to make it sound like this is a black issue. But anyways, I do endorse black people getting into health and wellness and, taking care of their fitness and their overall body. I definitely am a proprietor of that. And I feel like that is a true statement and a thing that is important. With that being said, I'm going to catch you on the next video. I'm going to go jump rope. Take care of myself. And I'm going to catch you on the next one, man. Peace out.